Yo!
What's up?
Who's this?
We got a new character here.
James,
What's up,
man.
buddy?
The James, man. What's going on?
James, welcome to our podcast, man.
Thank you for
It has
having me,
been
everyone.
A while. It's been a while. James was our shipping guy for a while and is now helping out with the content stuff. And we said, James, why don't you come on the podcast? He said, sure, I'd love to. He missed the first time we tried, and now here's the second. But we're here, and we made it. Welcome, James.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So today, you're a big basketball guy.
Oh, yeah.
More than me and Tom. So we're going to talk about a little March Madness today. We got a bunch of NFL free agent stuff, some card stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot to talk about today.
Too much, but we'll squeeze it in.
Where should we start?
I think we start with the table, what we have right here. Cards? You want to start with cards? What do you want to do? Basketball?
We can start off with whatever. What are you thinking, James?
Oh, whatever you guys want to talk about.
All right. So how is your day so far?
It's pretty good. Set like 10 alarms and didn't get up until the last one.
It's all right. You're here. It's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's all that matters. So we might as well start off with obviously especially last few weeks. We've been opening some stuff. You've been getting into cards a bit more. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, so like I've been around cards for like 2 years now. Never really got into it too much. Like I'd have little brief periods of times when I was like, oh, they're cool, whatever. But recently I'm just like, want to collect everything. Just want to keep on opening. It's just like I'm a man of a mission and I can't stop until I complete it.
Yeah, I know that.
What's the mission?
Can he pick a one-on-one?
Oh,
Imagine if you hit that, dude. I'd be mad.
what do you say? When you going to go get some hobbies and rip 'em right now?
I'd say no, thank you.
We'll split one more hobby. One more Prism hobby. We can actually.
We've
Let's do it right now. I'll grab it, James. I'll grab the hobby right now if you want.
Listen, if I open one more, then my kids aren't eating for the next 3 weeks, bro.
me and James, me and Tom, me James and Tom, me James and Tom and Paul. We've been ripping up a lot of Prism looking for this 101, but we haven't pulled it yet. We got some good stuff though.
Yeah.
We got some good stuff. We have a crazy PSA. You have your first PSA submission coming back.
Actually, that's false. Because Tom bought my first ever PSA submission, and he scammed me out of it.
Oh yeah, I did skip you out of it. Let's talk about that. Dude, it was good. That was a good buy though, because you wanted some cash for it. I offered you $250 for the Tom Brady Honeycomb PSA 10. Then I was thinking when he retires, I'm gonna sell it, and I didn't think it was gonna be this year. And then probably what, like
2 weeks?
Was it 2 weeks?
Yeah, so it was like 2-3 weeks afterwards.
2-3 weeks afterwards, he retired, and then I sold it for an extra $100.
No, extra $200.
$200,
$450. Don't lie.
Yeah, all right. It was $200, but still, like, come on, man. I didn't say, yo, you have to sell me the car. I said, yo, do you want to do this deal? $250, and you said yes. There was no holding you at gunpoint or anything like that, saying, yo, sell me the card.
What's up, Scammer Tom? Let's go.
Whoa. I don't go by Scammer Tom. I go by Scammer 45. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, you
But
got
no,
that.
it was good. You got money for it. You know, it was a win-win. You know,
Paid for my Sixers tickets with Paul.
exactly. Did you have a fun time?
Yes. it was
Who
fun.
was the Sixers? Who were they playing?
The Bucks.
So you got to see did Giannis play?
Yeah.
So you got to see Giannis. Would you rather have a Tom Brady honeycomb, or would you rather get to see Giannis play? Did we win or did we lose?
I'd like to see both.
Okay,
No, I'd rather have both and not
but
get scammed.
Yeah, we'll get scammed by Scammer 45.
you can buy it back on there. It's probably the same price. Not gonna lie, you could probably buy the same one for $250.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. How about
Anyway.
you? Do you do it?
Anyway, that's the problem, man. People are like, "Oh, I'm looking into cards," and then the guy like Tom scams them, and they're like, leave with a bad taste in your mouth. It's guys
I
like
know.
Tom that we need to get rid of in this industry
Yeah,
because they're gonna ruin it for everyone else.
Trust me offering money and trying to buy your cars and you accepting it, that's okay. But there's 100% worse scammers. There's way worse scammers.
I don't know, man.
Trust me, there is. And his name is Angel Garcia.
Guys, I would never, but
No, you gave away some good stuff.
if
man.
you
did
go
a lot
and
of deals.
watch all these podcasts, if anyone out there has watched them all, you'd know that Tom likes to scam a lot of people all the time.
Lies.
Anyway, okay, James, how's your bracket doing?
I made 2 brackets and only one team is still in. That goes to the Final Four.
Who's that?
I don't even remember. I stopped paying attention.
Jeez. Did you have a lot of upsets or no?
Yeah, I'm a sucker for upsets. I'm a sucker for the
Yes, sir.
underdog tail. So I just always choose the wrong ones.
Yeah, so we did it. Did you put? Is that the same bracket you did for the
I
Vortex one?
didn't do one of those.
Ah, man, what the heck? You didn't do it. Did you do one?
Yeah.
You did one. Well, dude, apparently that Paul on his has all of the West correct besides one. He got every single one right besides one.
That's crazy.
Is he gonna win it?
Probably not. There's definitely way other guys. I don't even think he's first. But it's crazy to think that, dude, imagine if you got all the East and all the West right. Like, you win $1 million. You win $1 million when you get a perfect bracket.
That's crazy.
But the odds, they said literally the odds of you pulling or getting the best bracket or the perfect bracket, they compared it to sand. Like, the whole around the world, there's so much grains of sand. You picking up a grain of sand and going anywhere in the world and dropping it, and one of us has to pick up that same exact grain of sand, you're more likely to do that than create a perfect bracket. Isn't that crazy?
That is
to
crazy.
think? So many there's so many
It
things.
seems like it wouldn't be that hard, right?
You would
But
think.
it's
But
crazy.
you gotta guess the score, I think,
actual
as well.
odds.
No, it's not. You don't have to guess the score. The score is just for a tiebreaker.
Okay. Just in
Um,
case of
Yeah, just in case like someone's like really close in like your bracket. or whatever.
Dang.
So, but that never really comes into play for the most part. I've never heard of that because no one ever chooses the same. like,
No,
two
yeah.
teams.
And it's crazy that it was like this year, first day, it was down to like 1% had a perfect bracket.
But, you know, that happens almost every year.
It's usually around like the day or like the first 2 days, there's still people alive. But by the second or third day, there's like no one.
Because here's the problem with
crazy.
it. Like, there is like you have to choose the right upset because there's always going to be an upset. Like, you have to choose the right upsets, and then like the weird games when like the 8 versus 9s and stuff like that, you got to like get those right too. So like those games are like so even all the time.
Yeah.
So 8 versus 9s and like it's never gonna happen. Like a perfect bracket. That's why Warren Buffett made like a bet like, hey, if anyone gets a perfect bracket, I'll give you guys $1 billion.
Yeah.
This is the best deal I ever made in my life because I know I'm gonna have $1 billion.
It's literally pretty much like impossible.
You know,
But also, it's fun because you bring in pools, you
yeah, no, it's
get like all of your buddies and you put in a pool like $20, best bracket. It's sick. And then you have the worst part is buzzer beaters when you think the game's over and the guy hits a full court buzzer beater and all that.
talking about that. Did anyone see the Gonzaga UCLA?
Last night, nah, I didn't.
Oh, dude, I was watching that game. Like, Gonzaga was down 13 at the half.
Yeah.
UCLA for 10 minutes didn't score a single field goal. They didn't like they hit free throws because they got failed, but they didn't hit a single
Like shot, yeah.
shot. And they like were down 10 with like 2 minutes to go. Then they come back to be up by 1 with like 12 seconds left or 20 seconds left. And like everyone's like, okay, they're just gonna give it to Drew Timme, who's like
He's good, yeah. He's really good.
he's like a senior who's like 25.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys like Stetson Bennett. You guys know Stetson Bennett?
Yeah, that dude. He's actually in the draft.
Yeah, no, he's gonna get drafted probably like 6th round.
Yeah.
But like everyone's like, oh, they're just gonna give it to him. He's gonna get a bucket or fail, whatever. Dude just pulls up from half court with like 10 seconds left and just like hits the craziest shot of his life. Some random guy, and my jaw was on the floor because every single time these guys play each other, UCLA and Gonzaga in the tournament, there's historic games and all that time. And like yesterday was one of those again.
Are they rivals? Like,
They're not even really like rivals. They're just because they're both from the West Coast, but they're in 2 different divisions.
And they're basketball schools, so like, there's
Yeah.
definitely going to be a lot of competition in there as well. Like Penn State got in, but we're not a basketball. Like they're not basketball schools, but it's fun to see them. But seeing 2 basketball schools fight it out is probably one of the best games you can see.
Yeah, sucks. They only had to meet in the Sweet 16.
Yeah. But other than that, like you said, you're really into basketball. Did you open up any basketball products when I wasn't here or when you guys were here?
Yeah, we opened some with Mosaic.
Maybe even yesterday.
Mosaic what?
Choice.
Mosaic. Did you hit
Basketball?
anything or no?
Hit like a Josh Giddey auto. Like
Josh Giddey auto.
I hit a Cade Cunningham to 88.
Yeah, he had a kid coming.
You hit a Cade Cunningham to 88. Why 88? Why 88?
It's just the Mosaic choice number for some reason. I don't know
I
why.
don't know why.
It's numbered to 88 and then it's numbered to 8. So if I think it's like the black is numbered to 8 and then it's like the gold is numbered to 88.
That's so weird.
Why? I don't know.
I think they should stop doing that random numbers like 88. Like why? Just make it 80 or just
It's-
make it 90.
There's a reason for it. I don't know what it is, but
It's
there's a
definitely,
reason.
like,
88th year or
It-
something. I don't know.
It's probably due to the cards they have and like the product they're putting out. So like, I don't know.
It's only in the choice, that one,
Oh, okay.
which is like the small.
Yeah,
But
Disney got that 666.
yeah, the Disney cards.
Yeah,
Might
dude.
as well talk about them.
I love them. We opened them. Me, you, and Drew opened them, which was fun because what did you pull?
I've pulled so many things. Disney Cock-a-Wow, it's called.
Yeah.
The makers of them. They have the licensed Disney, and they came out with these Disney 100 cards. Like last week they came out. I bought a case on like Monday. Bought 2 cases. They got here Wednesday. By the time they got here, they were already up a ton. The prices have gone up a ton, and the singles, like even the base stuff, like $5, $10. So I've been opening them. I've opened pretty much a whole case at this point. And you get like it's only 1 numbered card per pack. There's like autos, which is 1 per case. I got a Lightning McQueen auto.
Oh, that's
numbered to
cool.
100. So they're pretty cool, and it seems like they sell decently. So we're shipping off all like the hollows and the good ones to PSA, and then we're gonna just see what they get. Come back, maybe sell them.
Did I hear you correct when you said Lightning McQueen auto?
That's what I said.
Who signs it?
Who signs it? Who's
Yeah.
signing this?
So it's that's a good question. That is a good question. It's just like a tire track.
This is a tire track.
What?
No, so it's just like a stamp. They're not real autos. Obviously, no one actually signed them, but it's just for the sense, I guess, for the
It's cool. I like
for the
that.
culture. To
Yeah,
say
I
it's
like
an
that.
auto. I mean, dude, like any auto we have could be completely fake.
Exactly. There was one thing I saw on TikTok where
We'd
it's like,
never know.
it was the mascot of the Mets, the Mets mascot, and they're like, so Topps. It was a Topps card. It was a sticker auto. So this dude had to obviously sign multiple things, and they were like going deeper into it. They're like, who is like Mr. Met? Like who says that this is even Mr. Met's auto? You know what I mean? Like they probably change mascots every few seasons or whatever. But
Well,
crazy.
in Disney World, like characters in like Disney World.
yeah.
They sign autos, and like you have to go like training, so you have to get like the auto down correctly, so it doesn't change from person
Really?
to person. So I'm sure they do the same thing for like mascots.
Oh yeah, true. I didn't even think of that.
I
What's
got a
that?
BB-8 autograph card.
Yeah, wait a second, that one was weird.
Wait, does it just say BB-8 on it, or is it?
BB-8, it's the guy that like was the puppeteer for him. It's whatever his
okay.
name was, it says puppeteer for BB-8. It's like a BB-8. I opened some Star Wars yesterday and I pulled that. It's weird. It's like it's cool. Like that's cool.
sick.
I like
I
that. I like that kind of
yeah.
stuff.
I think we'd be more mad if there was no autos. Like we're saying this now because it's a print on auto. But if there was no autos, we'd be like, dude, I'd rather have a print or something like that.
I mean, like it's more of, it's just like a parallel, pretty much. It's just like a auto. Obviously, it's not a real auto.
yeah.
They're numbered to 100. It's just like a cool thing. Like, and it's cool. You can kind of see the Lightning McQueen one is kind of like what you would guess like a kid who likes race cars auto would be, and then like the Elsa one's like kind of like a princessy auto. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool. Like you can kind of tell the difference, but like it's just for fun. So we'll see. None of the cards have even been graded yet. PSA announced that they're gonna grade them, so we're sending ours off now. See what they get when they come back. We'll see the Mickey auto sold for like $3K.
Yeah.
There's 1 of 1s, there's out of 10s. That's what I'd rather have. I'd rather have the 1 of 1 than the auto, but that's what you're really looking for in those products.
But there's actually a bounty out there for $20K for the
Yeah,
Mickey
I saw
Mouse
that. It's like
101.
25 now, I think.
I think that's
It's more. No, it is more.
definitely more. If the auto's going for $3K,
It's
and
definitely more.
it's I would say maybe 50 to 100.
Yeah, that's what I think as well, and that's what everyone was saying. It's it's just putting a bounty on something is just not like a marketing stunt, but it's kind of just like it's more of a promotion. Like, oh, Andrew's putting this bounty, whatever a bounty's going for. There's most likely someone that's gonna pay more because no one's putting the bounty at like their top dollar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like if a big card's hit, you need to negotiate.
Yeah. I wouldn't even think.
But it's cool to see, dude. It just means that people are looking for those cards.
no,
That's
yeah.
all it is.
I don't even think the Disney adults even got wind of this yet.
Oh,
So
no.
this is gonna be even huger, dude. Those guys are like in a cult.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be paying top dollar for all these things. So Get in it now.
And that's before the real game, which is the Disney Lorcana, it's called. That comes out in September. That's the one that's supposed to be the real like big set. This is just like a you know, what do you like the bread when you sit down at a dinner or at a dinner and they bring out you bread before you even take your orders. This is just the bread.
You think they'll be in stores in Disney, these packs that we have right now, or no?
No. There's only 4,000 cases.
Okay.
So you take that as what? 40,000 boxes. Yeah. So then times 10 as well. So then 400,000 packs. So I don't think so. Not these. Because they're from China. They have like Chinese writing on the packs, on the boxes. All the cards are in English, but it's like half and half. So I don't think they're going to be in Disney World. I think the Lorcana ones might be. But they're the set that's coming out in September. And there's another set that's coming out in the summer. And they're all three of these are for like they're coming out because of the 100-year anniversary.
Yeah.
So there's like 3 different sets. I think the Lorcana one's supposed to be like the main one. That's going to be the real money set. But that's like a game. That's like Pokemon. That's going to be like a game. These are just kind of trading cards. These kind of look like Prism trading cards.
Yeah, they do. You think they'll grade those? PSA will grade those cards as well, or
yeah,
the ones that's coming out.
Yeah, that's the thing because that's going to be the big one.
Yeah.
The fact they're grading these is good though because that means that they're like just accepting that these are real, pretty much.
Excited.
And yeah, I think we'll see like what a silver Mickey PSA 10 goes for. Right now they're going for like $100 to $150 raw. So if at a 10, we'll see how steady that card sells for. But that's interesting. A lot of new stuff today. There's a lot of new products out, but they'll be in here soon. I'm gonna rip some.
Obsidian. What is it?
Obsidian, Prism No Huddle, and
Honors, right?
Honors. Yeah.
Ooh.
James, what's your favorite product? What's your favorite?
Best one to rip.
Best one to rip. Probably Prism, just because, like, it's low chances of hitting.
We can get it.
And yeah, no, thank you.
So why do you like Prism? Just because like the way it looks, or?
I don't know. It's just very basic choice because I don't really like I'm not a huge fan of like all these like random one-off like product. Like I don't really like Obsidian too much or Zenith or anything like that. To be honest,
Zenith is fair, but Obsidian.
I thought you were gonna say like Illusions.
Obsidian's a really good-looking product, James.
Yeah.
I feel like Obsidian just trolls you. Like you think you hit a major card, and then you look at the comps, and it's just like whatever.
It is. Yeah. There's only certain cards in the set that really sell, like the Color Blasts and some of the bigger
RPAs. Yeah.
Remember when we got the Tom Brady auto out of Obsidian?
Yeah.
What you did? I think I do remember you guys.
That didn't feel like we got anything, man. It was Tom Brady's auto. Like,
was that in 2020 or 2021?
Was it 2021 maybe or 2020?
That was 2020 Obsidian.
Yeah.
That was like a 3 to 5K card.
It's
you just never see them though.
Yeah.
That's why I was so hype. But no, yeah, I like Obsidian. I think it's a good looking set. I like I actually like the base cards like better than. I'd rather have a base card than one of the autos or RPAs because normally the autos or RPAs at Obsidian they don't really move, but
yeah,
the base rookies just look sick. Like the design on them just looks it's like futuristic-y, and then you can get like golds, the white contras, those ones like the
white contras are sick.
Yeah, that kind of stuff I really like. So I like it for that, but I can understand.
Thank you for being very understanding.
Of course. That's me.
What's your favorite one?
Tom, my favorite's probably Optic, but I like gripping Prism as well, just because you're looking for those 101s.
I would say the same thing with Optic, but if anything, I had to pick a second one, it'd be Select. I feel like you hit way more rookies and way more number cards in Select.
Yeah, here's the thing, like, there's definitely certain products where, like, they only have a certain pool of players they choose from. And like, I feel like Select's one of those where, like Mosaic and Select, where they don't really go deep into the draft. They don't really go into, like, the, like...
Cade Yorks or whatever,
Yeah, you don't ever see those, and you don't ever see, like, freaking Eric Icab... Easy guy.
Yeah, Easy. That's what I always say. Uzanama or something like that.
You only really see like the draft in Prism, and that's what I really like because you could be getting a Steelers and you could get their undrafted free agent 101 when you think it's Kenny Pickett, and I don't really feel like you get that from any other product.
But Select does XRCs. That's the
Trust
thing.
me, I pulled a gold Niners rookie, and it was Trey Sermon.
Yeah, like that sucks. That stinks. But I like Select because they do XRCs as well. I wasn't in when you guys first started when you did 2020 Select, so I wasn't there. But you guys were saying that 2020 Select came out before the draft, and you pulled an XRC, right? And you had to watch the draft to see who it was.
That's the whole point of them. Yeah.
Like that's sick. Like I would love that because you're like, oh, I hopefully like you love a player, be like, oh, hopefully he goes to this team, and then boom, he doesn't. You're like, oh, like who did you get?
Like we pulled a QB1 tie-dye out of 25. Like that was a huge card. Now it ended up being Trevor Lawrence.
Wow. Did you ever get it or no? Did you?
It was nothing for me. We pulled it in a break. But like that's what it's for. That's why like it was like, all right, well, I have running back 3. Oh, who's that going to be? Then you watch the draft and you find out. It's like a really, really cool concept that they just didn't do this year because they did it too late. They have been too late making these products. They're so behind. So we weren't able to get that. They've just put in the cards because they used to be redemptions.
Yeah. What about you think Selected this year is going to do that?
Probably not. It's probably going to come out too late again.
Ah, man. I mean, Prism came out pretty early this year. Hopefully Select comes out. But who knows?
The draft is like a month away.
Ah, so then what? It's probably Select.
It's coming out after the month. It's coming out in, what are we at now? March? It's coming out in like May, I think.
Dang. Thanks.
Dude, they make the cards in like 2 weeks then?
What? 2 weeks? What do you think? They print the cards in 2 weeks, you're saying?
Yeah.
Nah, they're probably all
Maybe.
packed out, you think? You think they're already packed up?
If they're going to put the XR season, like, and it's coming out in May, then, like, if they're going to put the actual, like, instead of redemptions, like,
It'll probably get delayed then. And I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, I don't make
yeah.
this stuff, but
The actual XRCs, yeah.
if they do the redemptions, it's probably made. If they don't do the redemptions, then it'll probably be delayed. But I don't see them going back to it after they did it last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. They haven't really announced anything yet. You can't even, it's still far out. There's a lot of other products before it. But we'll see. That is an interesting topic, though, because I do like it is fun. Like, if it comes out, if you can get it, like, a whole month before the draft. That way, like, all the cards are out. You can get into breaks. They're shipped to you. You have all your boxes. By then, you're like, all right, everyone has their XRCs. What's it going to be? Yo, QB2, I got, whatever. That'd be cool.
That would.
But if they don't do that, it's not as cool.
They had such a good opportunity and boom, wasted it.
Well, they did it, but just not this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of, speaking of those, man, there's a lot of NFL moves.
Yeah.
A lot of people that are going to be in different spots.
Yeah. I know the one of them that actually the chat was talking a lot was surprising. Elijah Moore left the Jets.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
And he went to the Bears. I'm surprised. He's a rookie.
He went to the Browns.
Or the Browns, yeah. He went to the Browns.
He's not a rookie. He was a rookie in 21.
No, I'm saying he's like on that rookie contract.
No, he was a rookie in 21.
He's on a rookie contract.
Yeah, he's on the rookie contract. I just didn't think they would move him so fast.
He's always been unhappy with them because they don't really like utilize him. Because they had Zach Wilson as their QB1 for a little bit.
Yeah.
They've
been picking up a lot of guys. Lazard's on there as well.
Yeah, who else? They already have Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. They have the Sauce.
Who did they just get? I forget.
Alan Lazard.
No, they Alan Lazard, and then they got someone else.
Oh, you think who? McCole Hardman.
Yeah,
right?
McCole Hardman. Yeah,
McCole Hardman went to the Jets. Like, they're following the list of Rodgers. They want Rodgers, but like, what happens if Rodgers is like, yeah, I'm actually gonna go to the Bucs. I'm sorry. Like, imagine them doing all this stuff because he could easily say no, unless he's under some like.
There's no way they're under something.
There's definitely under something.
Do that.
But imagine how much the NFL would hate Aaron Rodgers.
That'd be funny.
Like, yeah, I'm taking my talents to Tampa, and they just went to Tampa Bay. Like that'd be
so funny.
The Jets have a really good team, no matter what. If Aaron Rodgers goes or doesn't, like they have arguably like one of the best defenses in the league.
They just need a quarterback.
But like they could get
they
like
always need a quarterback.
They could get like a serviceable QB and still make the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean Zach Wilson's not taking them that.
I'm not saying it's Zach Wilson.
Oh,
I'm
you just think
serviceable? Like maybe call up.
Like a Tana mid.
Yeah, Cam Newton said. Yeah, that's what Cam Newton said. He's like, I can't believe 32 people, these 32 guys. What do you say, like nobodies? Or he said something. He goes, I can't believe that these 32 nobodies have a job besides me. And then I forget. I think it was Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was like, Cam, you are the nobody. Like that's why. And I was like, damn, it's like that sucks. Like Cam was a nice guy. He was pretty good at football, but I'd rather have Cam Newton than Zach Wilson. I could say.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd rather have Zach Wilson?
Yeah, he's young.
Would you rather have Zach Wilson?
Not this year.
Who would you
as my
rather have than Zach
QB1.
Wilson? QB1.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, not as my QB1.
Who would you want as your QB1? Like that's not on a team right now. That's looking for someone.
If I'm the Jets?
If it's not Rodgers, yeah. And I wouldn't say Lamar Jackson either because I think Lamar's gonna stay now.
Think?
100%.
You guys see that Ken Francis thing with Lamar Jackson yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Some random real estate agent from Florida is calling teams on quote unquote behalf of Lamar Jackson. And like no one knows who this guy is. He's not like a licensed agent. And the NFL had to like release like a press release and say like, yeah, do not talk to this Ken Francis guy. We don't know who he is.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weird.
But you don't want like you'd rather not have Cam Newton. Like who would you
I
pick?
want Jalen Hurts, man. Best quarterback you can have.
No, but not that. I'm saying like what's someone that doesn't have a job
Like
or
who could be?
who could be. If you were the GM right now, if you had to pick who was being the starter, go.
It's a tough one.
I mean, a lot of the guys already went to
Yeah,
teams.
because we're already late in free
Carr,
agency
Jimmy
right now.
G, they're already gone. But not that I would really want them necessarily, but
Say Cam Newton's a good one. I mean, maybe Lamar if
I
he
would've
even
said
goes or
Go back to Sam Darnold, to be honest. But
Sam
Sam Darnold went to the 49ers, and he, mark my words, quote me, clip this, whatever you want to do, Sam Darnold is going to be QB1 for the 49ers next year.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious.
Dude, you know Trey Lance and Brock Purdy are still playing.
You could put anyone, you could put me in that QB situation, and I probably could get like a few first downs each.
Are you kidding
Right.
me?
why would they want that?
Sam Darnold?
Yeah,
Because he's not bad at football.
but they're better.
He's good for a third.
They're not better.
He's good for a third. Like, there's no one really good as a third besides Sam Darnold. Like, would you rather have Carson Strong? Like, these third strings that you see in these products, like, they're nobodies. But Sam Darnold, he's decent. He is decent.
And he's going to be having all the weapons in the world, a really, really, really good O-line.
Yeah. But he's
and
not
a
starting.
great coach.
No way that dude's starting.
He's going to be QB1 by the end of the season next year.
You think Brock
Because
Purdy's going to get hurt again?
If they
Brock
both
Purdy-
get hurt,
Yeah,
Brock
if they both
Purdy
get hurt, that's
might,
just guaranteed.
I'm pretty sure Brock Purdy isn't going to be ready to start the season. Trey Lance doesn't seem like he's really into football anymore.
Yeah, I'm just going to, like, take up golf now. Like, dude, but what I wanted to bring up as
I have
well.
a Trey Lance rookie on-card auto 25 PSA 9. He better be into football.
Yeah, seriously. And there's so many people that have a ton of cards in them. And what I wanted to bring up again was Paul said that he said it was a joke, but it wasn't because he posted on his story, his Snapchat story, that Trey Lance is a top 5 QB. How do you feel about that? He said that
We've
he's a top
seen him
5.
play like 2 games, and he lost to Justin Fields when he wasn't throwing a football.
Paul, sometimes I think,
Look at him. Look at him right now.
Paul, sometimes I think you're on drugs.
Wow. Okay. I didn't think you were taking it that way.
What are you?
that far.
How are you going to say that?
I talked to him. I said, "Who's your top 5 then? Like, who is your top?" Wait. Which is so funny because when he was on the podcast, he said a top 5, and Trey Lance was not in there. Trey Lance wasn't in there. And then I texted him. I said, "Who's your top 5?" He goes, "Top 6." I was like, "So he's definitely
He's not
6.
top 5.
So he's 6 then, right?" And then he did this. He goes, "Dude, it was a joke." I was like, "All right." But he literally said, who would he say? He said Patrick Mahomes. He said maybe like Hurts. And he said like Herbert Rodgers and like Josh Allen or something like that.
Put Burrow in there.
Or Burrow.
What's your top 5, James? Current. So like coming out of this past season, going into next season.
So number 1 to go with Jalen Hurts.
Facts.
Number 2, Patrick Mahomes. Number 3, Joe Burrow. Number 4.
This is where it gets tough.
Number 4.
You got Rodgers. You got
No, not Rodgers.
Josh Allen.
No, not Josh.
Herbert.
Number 4.
Not Herbert.
I'm gonna go with C.J. Stroud.
This
What
dude
are you
hasn't even been
talking about?
drafted yet.
You
He
can't
hasn't
pick
even been
him.
drafted
Number
yet.
5.
You can't pick
4.
CJ Stroud.
This dude
Number
hasn't even.
5.
This dude might not even like. You never know. He's
Now C.J. Stroud is
Okay, but
going
he's
to
not-
go to the playoffs this year.
You can say that next year. You can't say that right now.
The
It's
NFL right now.
going out of last year, coming off the NFL season of last year, coming into this season.
Number 4, Rodgers. Number 5, Baker.
So you're saying Josh Allen is not top 5?
He's
what would you
saying
rank?
Baker Mayfield's better than Josh Allen.
What would you rank Josh Allen then?
Maybe in the top 15.
15? Who's over Josh Allen?
This dude's gonna
This dude's literally gonna say Sam Darnold, Cam Newton, and like 7 other guys.
No,
Zach
I'm gonna go
Wilson,
Kirk Cousins.
Ryan Tannehill,
Malik Willis.
Ben Roethlisberger.
No, Kenny Pickett. I'm not
These
gonna.
guys had 1 season. They never even made the playoffs yet.
Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett.
Daniel Jones.
You're just naming all the meme quarterbacks.
Dude, I'm serious. Josh Allen is not. Listen, if you switch Josh Allen with Kirk Cousins, the Bills would have made the championship, the AFC championship.
Then why don't they bring? Dude, they had a
Because
good wide receiver.
Josh
too.
Allen is cap. He's not legit. He's not serious. He is not the QB of the future for the Bills.
Kirk Cousins had
And
a
that's not
top 2 wide receiver.
Okay, that's
and
all
he
he
had
had.
top
That was the whole
30
team. That was the
wide
whole team.
receiver 2. He
top
had
30
a
wide receiver two.
top 10 running back.
No.
Yes,
no,
he's
no,
top
no,
10.
No.
Dalvin Cook's a top 10.
No, he's
and,
not.
And now they
Maybe like
have
3 years
TJ
ago.
Hawkinson, which is a top 5. I'll say it
No,
now.
he's
Lucas.
not.
I would say that he's not a top 5. No, actually, I said he was not a top 3. I was correct. He's not a top 3.
He's not top 5 either.
He's top
I can
5.
name-
I would say he's 5. But they had a really good team, and look
he
where they
had
went.
no O-line.
Who's over him, James?
Who's over who?
Kirk Cousins.
Hawkinson, Dallas Goedert, Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, Mark Andrews, George Kittle. Like a lot of people.
Was that in your order?
That's valid.
Would you put
Not
that
in
in your
order. That's not no.
Who would your order be?
George Kittle,
The first
Travis
one was
Kelce.
right.
George Kittle number 1?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Ah,
Yeah, dude.
nah. George
Dallas
Because,
Goedert's
dude,
number
you
one.
guys only look at the catches.
No, we do
You
not.
don't look at.
We'll look it up.
He's virtually an
I look at the
O-lineman.
logo on their team, and Dallas Goedert's the best.
George Kittle is a lineman that catches. Okay, he can block a lot of people.
That's Mark Andrews. You're
Andrews
getting
is
you're getting him mixed up with Mark Andrews. Because listen, I get it. Mark Andrews only has literally his
I'm not
QB
even
and his
capping
wide
that.
receiver, but it's you finished your top 5. Sorry, I
I
interrupted.
gave you.
You
doesn't matter
finish.
about my top 5. I named you 5 people that are better than.
Right here.
That's
I'll go
all I
with
was asking.
I'll go with my top 5. It's hard to say, but Travis Kelce is top 5. He's number 1, right? Mark Andrews number 2. Yep. George Kittle is so injury prone, man. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but when he's on the field, he's the best.
Yeah,
tight end
but
in the
when
league.
he's off, it
That's
doesn't
coming
matter.
from other tight ends. That's coming from other people in the league. It's not
Number
coming from me.
3, George Kittle. Number 4, Dallas Goedert. And number 5, Darren Waller. Maybe TJ Hawkinson. Darren Waller, TJ Hawkinson
isn't even that good.
is in between.
Not even that good.
We'll see with Darren Waller because now he's in New York. So who knows?
The Giants are going to be better than the Cowboys next year. That's for sure. I know that.
Kind of broke my mic a little bit.
What? How did you break your mic?
I dropped a piece. It's my guys. I'm sorry. Just hold it. My mic's always.
Yeah, you
it's
just-
a little piece that you kind of spin on. It fell off.
Yeah,
I'll
you
hold
just
it.
leave
It's
it.
fine.
Who's
Sorry,
your
continue.
top 5?
Tight ends?
Yeah.
I hate.
George Kittle 1 is absurd.
What are you talking about, dude?
Let's just-
Honestly, man.
let's just
you
say-
watch football?
I
You-
do.
you just
Kittle,
like-
Kelsey, Mark Andrews, Dallas Goedert, and probably Darren Waller. And it's just somewhere in there. And you can
Really?
just- it's-
Kittle number 1?
No, it's just those 5. I'm not going to give
Oh,
it an
okay.
order. I don't think
Okay.
any of them are like
You don't think Kelsey's number 1?
leagues ahead.
You don't think
If I
Kelsey?
had to pick, probably.
You're saying Kittle.
Kittle. Okay.
They're both
Kelsey-
really good.
Historically, Kelsey is better. But on the field. Wait, did I say Kelsey is better?
You did.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
It's a clip right there. He just clipped
Thank
that.
you.
He just proved my point. You just
Listen.
said historic.
Historically, Kelsey's better. On the field, Kittle's better.
Explain.
So, like, Kelsey's got all the awards, all the pro teams, all the pro balls, whatever. Pro balls. Pro balls.
But go on.
And, like, yeah, on paper, probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest tight end of all time. But on the field today, Kittle's better than Kelsey.
Doesn't making you the greatest tight end?
Doesn't
Doesn't that make? Don't you have to do something on the field to make you one of the right?
Yeah. Okay, two people can be great at the same time.
All right,
My
let's bring
gosh.
up the stats then.
One doesn't need to be better than the other.
Let's bring up the
They can both be great.
Let's bring up the stats
In their own
of
certain way.
George Kittle's like touchdowns and passes or catches and everything like that. We should be comparing the two. So you think
You
Kittle is
don't
one?
get points for blocking people. And Kittle is better than Kelsey at doing that.
Kittle
At one
couldn't
thing.
block.
At one thing, but they're both great. They're both great at the same things. Very great catchers, very great receivers.
Handsome.
Kelsey is more of a wide receiver than a tight end, and that is true. He does,
Yeah, but he's in the tight end position. He's the
He's
tight
a tight end
end.
because he's big, but he's more of a receiver. Kittle's an actual tight end, bro.
Listen,
All right, Kittle couldn't block me, but we have more important things to talk
I'm
about.
sorry.
We have more important things to talk about.
unbelievable.
on.
Ready for this?
I'm-
You ready for what I'm about to say?
See you
Go to the
outside
cell.
after the
Ready for what I'm about to say?
What'd you say? Yeah, go.
You guys will have a fight video after coming as well.
Bing, bing, bing. I'll dress up as Kelsey. He'll dress up as Kittle.
Even the whispers and conversation of Ezekiel Elliott going to the Eagles.
That
Dude,
is
it
disgusting.
puts a smile on my
I
face,
don't-
baby. Let's go. I love Zeke. Feed Zeke. We're going to the Super Bowl. We
You
sign
hear
him.
this guy?
He's not going to be starting.
Bro,
He's
you
not
hear
even
this
going to be our
guy?
He's
top
going to be our
two.
running back one. We're going to see 2016 Zeke on the Eagles. He is going to go insane. I'm telling you, I can't wait. I'm going to buy his jersey day one when we sign him.
You are insane.
I'm
No
not.
one's-
I'm
I
not
don't-
even joking. This isn't even capping.
He's saying it as a joke.
I'm
you
not saying
know
this as a
that.
joke. I'm so
No,
serious.
Zeke going to the Eagles. He hates the Eagles.
No,
All
he
Cowboys
doesn't.
hate the Eagles.
No, he doesn't. DeMarco Murray went to the Eagles in 2015. What's different than that? There's no.
He's forced, but just still, you
His team
think
cut him. He wants to go to a team that wins a Super Bowl, and he said we can win a Super Bowl.
he doesn't deserve it.
Yes, he does.
He does not
Why
deserve
doesn't
it.
he deserve it?
He's
Why
a
does
Cowboy.
everyone hate him?
He's a Cowboy, and he's still.
Cowboy.
He's a Cowboy. He's a
2016 draft class is full of bums with the Eagles.
Okay, good.
Carson Wentz,
Do you guys hate Corey
Dak
Clement?
Prescott, and Zeke.
Do you guys hate Corey Clement, the guy who
No.
arguably was one of the
But
reasons why we won the Super
Dude,
Bowl?
Zeke. It's just Zeke. It's just someone you don't touch. It's someone you don't go to. Jalen Reagor. Do you want Jalen Reagor back? He's like a Jalen Reagor as a running
He's not
back.
a Jalen Reagor.
He is a Jalen
In
Reagor.
Jalen
the
Reagor
Eagles
could-
storyline, Ezekiel Elliott is a villain. We don't like Ezekiel Elliott. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. For you to say that is blasphemous, and you lost respect of every other
We
Eagles fan in
invited
the
you to this
entire
podcast
world.
thinking that you're going to agree with us.
To
Unbelievable.
say what you just said, I knew he was going to say that because we talked about it yesterday. To say what you just said is blasphemous to all the Eagles fans out there, and they are probably cringing and saying, "I don't know who that guy is, but he's not an Eagles fan."
Guess what, Eagles
Canadian.
fans? Pull up your pants, put your big boy pants on, or whatever you want to do, and stop complaining, stop crying. Ezekiel Elliott is going to be our running back one, and you're going to like it. You're going to be like, I'm not going to watch the Eagles anymore if we get Ezekiel Elliott. Well, guess what? We're going to get him, and we're going to win the freaking Super Bowl, so stop complaining. And that's not just talking to the camera. That's talking to you and you. So stop complaining. Stop crying. I don't care. I don't care about your emotions. Facts don't care about your feelings. And Ezekiel Elliott is going to be our running back one. And that is a fact.
Jeez. My gosh, dude, relax. We were just talking about a running back, but dude, no matter what, whose position is he taking? He's not taking Kenneth Gainwell.
Boston Scott's going to the practice squad.
Yeah, but we have Penny now.
Okay, we'll have a really good
They
Why
just
are you gonna-
signed him. There's no way they put him
just
on the
signed him,
practice squad.
yeah.
They just paid him.
He'll be on the special teams.
He's a special
Why?
guy.
Why would we?
Yeah, he's a special guy.
Why
I'm
would
not
we
saying-
get someone? Why would we just sign up if he's just going to go to special teams? No.
Because special teams is a very important part of football. And he's pretty good at special teams.
Do you want to say it, or do you want me to say it? Do you want to say it?
You can say it.
Dude, Zeke is a joke. That dude stinks, and he's mid. That's it. That's all I gotta say. He's mid.
He's mid.
How many national championships do you have in college football?
Oh my gosh. How far
How
did
many
he go in the
Super
playoffs?
Bowl appearances does he have?
Exactly.
More than any of us sitting here right now.
That's
Actually, no, it's
not
better-
true.
it's true.
Me and Tom have won.
We have won.
Yeah, we've
we
been
weren't
to the
on the
Super Bowl.
field. We weren't on the field, but we were there.
Hey, we
Technically, that's an
have a Super
appearance.
Bowl appearance. He does not. So
Actually, we
Oh,
don't
my
know if he might have been to a Super Bowl.
He might have been to 2 Super Bowls. You don't know.
nah, he doesn't.
We checked the checklist. It wasn't there. So
Oh, okay.
So,
My bad.
listen.
I'm sorry.
Since he was drafted, the Eagles have 2.
I stand corrected.
so what? So why are you such a Zeke fan?
Because I don't care about this Cowboy Eagle rivalry as much as other people do. Because
That's
it's
the
not,
biggest cap I've ever heard in my life.
It's not a
You were
rivalry.
cursing at the TV when we were playing the Eagles. I was
Yeah,
actually.
I do that. I do that
was
when we're
us there.
versing the freaking Rams.
no.
No,
it was the Cowboys.
against the Cowboys.
We were all here, and you were screaming, Oh, I hate the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Screaming things I can't even repeat.
And we dabbed each other up when we scored touchdowns and we got an interception. And we got cheesesteaks as well. You can't just. I bought you a cheesesteak that day.
That's true.
I bought you a cheesesteak.
And
now you're gonna say
from my favorite cheesesteak place too. So
you like Steve's?
yeah, I love Steve's.
Steve's is so good. You like Steve's, yeah.
great.
Steve's is really good.
Yeah.
But I can't believe that I bought you this cheesesteak, a Philadelphia cheesesteak, and you're gonna just say this now? That's kind of rude.
He was saying the most despicable, just absolute horrible things about Ezekiel Elliott on the TV that night.
Yeah, but
And
I want him
now
now.
look at him switching up.
Listen, you guys
Switching
can
up
call me a
on
madman.
the Eagles.
You guys can call me madman, but Howie's gonna get it done, and I believe in Howie. He's my one
Howie.
true GM.
Howie's gonna be like, Zeke, thank you for coming here, but we just wanted you to see if you'd actually come. We actually don't want you. And then he's just gonna be like, all right, get out of my office.
He's gonna be like, all right, listen, we're taking Zeke in for some workouts. All right, so just give us the Cowboys playbook, and then we're gonna cut you. That's probably what'll happen.
Who were the other teams that he was even looking for? The Bucks, I think.
No,
or
it's the Bengals and Jets. So he wants to go to Super Bowl contenders.
Bengals. He's not gonna have a job.
Yes, he will.
Joe Mixon is.
Joe
gonna,
Mixon is going to jail for shooting a 16-year-old.
Yes, that's another thing. Joe Mixon actually might not be able to play, but Brees Hall is gonna be right back, right? Isn't he? Isn't he
Brees
clear
Hall,
now?
They got
Towards ACL, but
someone else too or something like that. I don't know. Like, here's the thing with running backs. You should probably have 4 serviceable running backs on your roster at any given time because running back is a very expendable position. And Ezekiel Elliott would fit it with us.
I don't think we talked about Miles Sanders going to the Panthers
that's another
since
thing.
last week. I was gonna say there's been a lot of trades we haven't talked about.
A lot of
because
running
they've
backs
happened.
trades.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I know we did talk about it because I said
Oh,
Miles
did we?
Sanders to the Panthers.
Oh,
Oh, God. We're just talking about all this bad news. We just got into so much bad news. Because Jay's just brought up Zeke and everything. But if you guys didn't
I brought
hear,
that up.
Reese Hoskins during one of the games tore his ACL.
It was
It was definitely a pop in his knee, and it was like like one of those sharp pains, like you push back. It was that, and you could just see him fall to the ground. He's like holding his knee, and that's terrible the way he went out because he was picking up the ground ball backwards, and the way he landed on his foot, just snapped his knee back, and that's one thing I do not wish on anyone is to tear their ACL.
Yeah.
Never.
I'm not. But whatever.
I only wish that was
Whatever,
on my-
dude. That's our first baseman.
He's okay.
That's another thing. But no, actually, no, he 100% meant that because yesterday we were talking about Reese Hoskins and he's like, yeah, that dude stinks. I don't even like him. Yeah, I said it. You did say that. See? He's laughing.
Listen, I'm not cheering on people getting hurt.
Kind of sounds like a coincidence that James said that yesterday and then he got hurt.
And then he got hurt. James, where were you the day that he got hurt? Huh? Where were you the moment he got hurt?
I was anywhere but Clearwater, Florida.
Let's check your history on your phone to see where you're at.
You're gonna see.
It's
stuff
gonna
you
say
don't
directions to Clearwater
Listen,
How to tear someone's ACL.
without even touching them.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
But other than that, I mean, the Phillies been looking good. Trey Turner has been hitting a couple home runs with the USA team. JT's look good. Schwarbaum looks good. We could have had four Phillies on the USA team, but Bryce Harper had to get his he's in surgery. But dude,
Who's the guy on the Mets that got hurt?
Edwin Diaz.
yeah, you heard how he got hurt, right? He was celebrating and he tore something or he
Yeah.
twisted his ankle.
I swear these baseball
That's
players.
crazy.
I'm not one to speak because I'm not the most in shape person here. I don't feel like they do cardio. I don't think they actually work out. Honest to God, I think they just lift weights because these guys get hurt doing the most mundane thing, like something I would get hurt doing.
I thought you said Monday, like the day Monday thing. I was like, oh, but
Reese Hoskins was just jogging to a ball.
no, he was sprinting.
Okay,
And that was different though. He was going in play. The Mets guy was celebrating, and then he got hurt. It was the same thing that these players got to be careful because anything can happen with them tearing their ACL or twisting their ankle, even running to a base or when they get walked. Like the
I almost
stupidest
tore
thing
my
like that.
ACL going up the steps last night.
Really? Were you carrying
Happened.
anything? Yeah, anything.
When you skip a step and you try to get,
People
What
say they
happened?
tear their ACL either just randomly or doing the littlest thing. Like literally, there's a kid in my school that tore his ACL. He said midday he was literally just walking and he's like, yeah, I tripped and I tore my ACL. Like, how do you
If
trip?
it's got to be a really weird way you just land. I guess I don't know. It's scary that it could just happen, but you ever just get up sometimes and you walk like, oh, that hurt. Not that you tear it,
Like,
but
I crack my knees and stuff.
yeah, anything. Just a little bit of a weird tweak, and unfortunately, our
ACL soon because
our weird bodies here.
called Reese Hoskins.
Yeah, bad luck is on your side, dude. Don't don't walk underneath any ladders or break any mirrors.
Listen, I feel bad for Reese, but at the end of the day, he was replaceable, and
With
we'll
who?
be fine.
Who's the guy you're replacing?
Oh, Edmundo Sosa. We have him on the bench. Edmundo Sosa. Good.
I'd rather have Reese.
I don't really like Reese, dude. He wasn't doing too good for us last year, and I kind of wanted to get rid of him on the offseason.
What?
Like, I'm being honest. Like, I
He
kind of
might-
wish we didn't re-sign him this offseason. Like, it sucks for him. Like, this isn't anything against the guy personally.
You
Really-
hate this dude.
I really didn't want him on our team again.
The game that I went to for the World Series, he really didn't help us.
He
For
did good
the
in
one
the
I
playoffs.
went to, he helped us a lot.
He
I
did
was
good
thinking
in the
went to 7
playoffs.
home, or we had like 7 runs in like 5 innings.
Yeah, that one was crazy. I wish I was at that game. The one me and Luke went to.
Crazy experience.
It
And
was
that got
the
rained
last
out as
time
well. Did I ever tell you guys that would happen
About 3 times, yeah.
when what did I say?
Got rained out. You were like, yo, what's going on? The guy's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah.
it's done. You can leave.
Yeah, and then we left, and then everyone started to leave. So we were one of the first ones. And you know what's crazy? It was a rain delay, and they had all this food cooked. Still the same price. Not like half off or anything, because they're just gonna be throwing that food out. Nothing.
Because they know
They're
you're going
giving
to
you
buy
a
it.
discount.
They know you're going to buy it.
You're going to buy it anyway.
Yeah.
We bought it anyway.
You spent $12 on a
By the
hot
way.
dog. You
Whoa! I ain't spending $12 on a glizzy. No way.
Yo.
I bought crab fries and I had cheese on the side and a soda, and that's
and
it.
they're like, all right, that'll be $36.95, and you were like, okay, take my card.
you ever see the memes where it's like ba-ding, ba-ding, like the apple pie? It was like that. So, but it was worth it. No glizzy, just fries, soda. Are you guys like dollar dog days?
Oh,
guys?
yeah, dude. I went
Yeah, I like dog.
in 8th grade. I went on like a Tuesday and it was $1 dog night, and I didn't want to go to school the next day, so I brought like $20 with me, and I tried to eat like 20 hot dogs to throw up, so I didn't have to go to school next day.
That sounds like a sick joke.
Did you go to school?
Yes, I did, because I did not throw up.
I was gonna say, did you throw up at school?
LG.
That was James. Come on, you're supposed to eat more hot dogs to make yourself.
Listen,
20 hot dogs?
I
feel like
didn't
it's a
get the 20
record.
hot dogs. I think I got like the 6 or 7.
I think what I'm gonna do is I think I might buy. I think if it's dollar dog night, I'm gonna bring $100 with me. $105. Get like $100 worth of hot dogs. Buy a $5 bin, and they're just be like, "Yo, here you go." I want to be like literally like the guy that goes up to the he goes up, goes hot dogs, popcorn, cotton candy, and he starts handing them out. There's a guy on Crossing Broad, the guy that interviews everybody. He's really like this. He brought like 100 and just started throwing them, started chucking them all in the stands. You see everyone like pushing each other for a $1 hot dog. I want to be the part of that.
You
I
should
want to
buy
do that.
them on find a game where they're playing on, maybe a Tuesday night, dollar dog night, buy 100. You bring them back Wednesday for the game when it's not dollar dog night, and you sell them for $2.
You
You're
know,
profiting.
How would you
would
get in though when you
definitely-
leave?
Tom.
You gotta sneak them in. You gotta put them like above the Raptor. Like
Yeah, you
like,
leave
get
them
a-
in the stadium somewhere.
Yeah, have to.
You come back.
Easy. That's actually a
That's
dub.
smart.
Yeah,
That
I
is
think
smart.
I think I
Leaving
might do
them
that.
in a
$100.
stall
I might.
somewhere, lock in the stall from the inside, and then you come back the next. That's smart.
Is there a limit to how many dollar dogs you can buy?
I don't know.
Oh, there has to be.
Honestly, dude, $100. You could be like, "Yo, what's the most anyone has ever bought?" They're like, "Probably 50." You'd be like, "I want 100." They look at you, be like, "Are you serious?
They look
Like,
at you,
there's
they
no
go-
way you're gonna eat 100."
All right.
Johnny, need 100 hot dogs, and then Johnny's like, "Jesus Christ!"
Normally, $100 would get you 2 things of crab fries and a drink.
Literally, but this one will get
But
you
this time,
100 hot
100
dogs.
hot dogs. That's pretty.
And you know what?
crazy.
You would literally be the hero of the stadium. They'd put you on the jumbotron and be like, "Yo, like over by section 403," because you're not gonna be spending $200 for a ticket. You just spent $100 on hot dogs. Yo, look it over in 403. There's a guy with 100 hot dogs.
All the way up on the top of the stadium, he's just throwing them
and you
off.
see him. You literally see me in the back on my back going like this. Just literally just throwing them all over the place. I think we should do that. Next, when's Dollar Dog Night? Anyone know?
No, they only do it.
I don't know the dollar dog night schedule off the top of my head.
They
should.
They took down the amount of $1 dog nights because they hate us and they just want our money. They don't want us to thrive and have dollar dogs.
Let me see. Let me
Don't
do
want it.
Phillies dollar dog night.
That's why we should go on
Dollar dog.
strike. No one go to Phillies games until they give us more dollar dog nights.
I think every night should be dollar dog night.
Wait.
Yeah, honestly, they probably could afford it, but no, we need to go, buddy. We need your money because we suck.
Dollar dog night. I don't know. Did they stop doing dollar dog nights?
No, they do like 3 of them, 3 or 4.
So dumb.
It's so
They're
dumb.
saying in April. No, that's definitely opening day. Dang, yeah, they don't show when dollar dog nights are. I gotta look them up. I gotta go more into detail. But if you guys are at the Phillies game and you see me, just follow me because there's
Probably
about
gonna get
100 hot dogs. I'll
beat
get you
up
like
if they
4 or 5.
come at the Phillies game and they see this podcast.
Yeah, you are getting.
You're
up
getting
there.
beat up. They're gonna be like, "Hey, are you friends with that James kid?" I'll be like, "Yeah."
No, but he's right here.
Ugh. Yeah, he's right next to me.
I'm gonna wear a disguise.
He
as
loves
my
Zeke.
brother. I do love Zeke, and honestly, if you want to throw hands with me, throw hands with me. I don't care.
You ever see the thing from SpongeBob? They're like, "Oh, what is the thing?" He goes, "Hee-yah, hee-yah, hee-yah." What is that? Oh, I forget. Oh,
I don't know,
man.
but James just said he loves Zeke. I think. I think we have to call it there.
Yeah, I say we end it. Dollar Dog Night, Zeke, and Reese
we're gonna
Hoskins
get-
tearing his ACL.
Yeah, we probably can't even post most of this, but
We're
they're gonna
have
come
do a
after
live
us for the Zeke
flipping.
take. Oh God, James, this was
You just
well, it
ruined
was a
my
pleasure
day.
having you. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for speaking.
See you guys on Tuesday
Could see if you make it out
On
alive
YouTube.
on the weekend.
on YouTube.
We're gonna see you on Fox.
If you
News.
make it through the weekend, you can come back on Tuesday.
Awesome. See you then.
We're gonna see
All
you
right,
on Philadelphia News.
Subscribe and like our podcast. Goodbye.